안녕하세요. 저는 Sunny입니다. Hey guys, it is Sunny here. Welcome to part 7 of my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII 16. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I didn't mute my phone. Let me let my people know I'm streaming. Because sometimes people don't get notified on Twitch. I have everything up. I am a tad bit late. Oops, not that. Okay. Cool, yeah. So we gotta find Martha. Let's also talk to Vivian real quick because her
Here for
little
another
thing
of my lectures.
is still lit up.
One would think.
One would think my role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And, of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Okay, ask her about coming to the hideaway. I admit when I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
A far more reputable fellowship than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Okay, Crystalline.
My beloved homeland.
My beloved homeland, the crossroads of Alestea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least it was.
Or at least it was until Sandbreck elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sites heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. Okay. Alright, let's leave.
I bid you good day.
God damn it, what?
And how may I assist you today?
Okay. The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can now view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. I mean, we'll just look here. The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Goddamn, Inner Voice. An all-new feature is now accessible by pressing the middle button while viewing the Grand Cast in Vivian's map room. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character with the middle button to hear their innermost thoughts on other members of the cast. Golly. This is a lot. I zoom in was quick. I guess we'll listen to Jill's. What was it? I don't hear anything, do y'all? I wish the current peace could last forever. He's such a naughty dog. He's very kind and strong. I'm sure you'll be fine. He's always nice to me. I hate the way she looks at me. He's good at fighting. And she's very pretty. Hello and hello. Hi, Gold. I'm at this inner voices part, so it's gonna be kind of weird. Oh, happy you. She smells like flowers. He plays with me and I like him. I will protect you. He rescued me. I like playing with her. That's nice. I must make father proud. Part of the family. Try not to spoil it. That's why I haven't been showing up. You could still be here. Ma'am. My best friend. My one and only brother. There is no man greater. Goddamn right there was no man greater than Elwyn. She doesn't love me. She doesn't. No good. My trusty tutor. Why are these ads so dang long? I don't know. I can't control the length of the ads. I just only control like the frequency. And they're only supposed to be once every hour or something like that. A truly young blood. A reliable older head. My faithful steed. I think this is kind of interesting, but like it just adds more stuff, if that makes sense. I don't have what it takes to keep our people safe. I know I can always count on you. She always makes me feel better. He's so funny. I don't want to disappoint him. She can be scary, but it's only because she loves me. That's so sad because it's not true. He's very strong. She's warm when you hold her. Oh my God. We must secure Drake's breath. Be strong, my boy. I'm so very proud of you. The daughter I never had. Clive's best friend. She would not listen to me. Because she's a... my good friend and confidant. Oh my God, I hate that he's dead. A spirited fellow. A soldier of much experience. Clive's loyal steed. Let's listen to this no-good woman. Men are defined by their breeding. Oh my God. My husband, for better or worse. That's crazy. My beloved son. A failure. Golly. An ungrateful wretch. A flea-bitten mongrel. Golly. An unrefined boor. Sorry, y'all. The font is really, really small, and I don't understand why that is. Just been watching American Horror Story. Something house. Stuff is getting serious. Oh, okay. Annabella Rosefield is so heartless. Yeah, she's a bitch, bro. Oops. We have no choice but to win this war. It is my honor to serve him. The fastidious soul. He bears a lot of weight on those young shoulders. My brightest pupil. How about these guys? Without anything could unman him. Oh, God. My right hand. Ugh, I'm so sad. Okay. Let's read these. I will do my duty. His enthusiasm knows no bounds. The standard to which all shields aspire. A good man and a better leader. A lady of stringent standards. That's one way of putting it. I will shield him with my life. His skill with a blade is unparalleled. I cannot disappoint his lordship. I know I could count on him, that's true. I don't think she likes me. Oh, I will not let you down. I will gladly lay down my life for him. Rather haughty for my liking. He saved my life. The finest shield in the realm. Who's a lovely boy then? A princess, and not only in name. Also, he knew. Shit. I'm ready to ride. He smells like garlic. Clit. He treats his birds well. Don't be afraid. You can stroke my feathers. About a lap of the capital. I worry I'll step on him. Oh, she says I'm very pretty. You think no opinion about the mom? That's fair. God forbid if I ever marry a man like Annabella Rossfield, I strongly recommend that you advise me to divorce that guy because there are no redemption points with those types of people. Ooh, Chocobo. Hello. Hi, Angel Rose. Jesus, my mind. Oh, the Night of the Flames. Something bad is happening. He was a bird too. Stay strong, Clive. Where did he go? This one's gonna break my heart. Damn. I let down my liege. That's crazy. Keeping the prince safe, I pray. Keep the prince safe, I pray. Be safe. He died a hero. My prince. Be safe, my lord. I cannot fall here. I pray he is safe. I pray he is safe. Is this farewell? The poor boy. Clive, no. Deceased. Deceased. Joshua. He's gone. I hope she's safe in Rosalia. My brother's killer. Hope she's safe. Wow, even though she treats him like garbage, he's like, I still hope she's safe. Please be safe. I couldn't save him. I lost sight of him in the chaos. What became of him? What became of him? She saved my life. Jesus. One day Clive is gonna be wide open. I don't know what that means. Our bloodline has been sullied enough. That's crazy. An impediment to progress. That's crazy. I have no more use for one such as he. You were to be spared. Will I ever be rid of you? An ungrateful wretch. So still her, okay. A flea-bitten mongrel. Okay, so her idea has not changed. No. Where did he go? Come back safely. Hope he'll be alright. He's always nice to me. Where did she go? He's good at fighting. Hope she'll be alright. I think something bad happened. No. He's gone. They hurt him. Where did she go? Oh, this is breaking my heart. Golly. And of course we don't. That one's not going to have anything. Alright. Death in the Defile. Okay, so this is when Clive shows up. I won't be dying, not today. I didn't know it was you. How could it be? Couldn't save him. My brother's killer. I won't let you kill her. Wow, okay. That was really short-lived. Deceased. Yeah, 'cause we don't know by this point. You'll die before I do. Have you forgotten who we are? I'll have your head. Okay, so he wasn't concerned about anything else. That's expected. I must have fed my noble blood. Forgive me, my darling boy. Girl, I don't want to hear any about you saying that you want to be forgiven when you're just like, oh, well, whatever. Don't get wretch. Presumed deceased. Alright, what is she thinking? Let this be the end. He bested me. He shall be my final sin. He shall be my final sin. Okay. The Ironblood will rue the day that they set foot on Storm. Stand in my way and I'll crush you like the rest. I'll show you what it means to lead. The only one to whom I would gladly kneel. A coward, quibbling functionary, a dominant of nothing. These people are cruel. Their thoughts are just like... But then again, I shouldn't be surprised. These meetings bore me to tears. Your will shall be done. He is skilled with the blade, less so with people. Such a fool. That's crazy. He rather likes the sound of his own voice. How can he claim to rule a country when he cannot even control, his minions? I'm getting up so I can actually see, because like I said, this font is really, really small. I don't really care about the other characters. It is the way of mankind to make war. Rid me of those feeble-minded fools. You know your orders. He has spirit. Okay. I forgot who you were. All shall be as His Majesty wills it. My liege, she serves His Majesty well. An impressionable soul. A man who talks too much. A man who knows his place. Okay, so let's switch. Oh my god! Okay, I'm probably not going to read all these. The pack is back together again. She must be very tired. Hello again, my friend and hunting partner. He barks a lot. She gives me treats, a big puppy. Smells like ale barrels. She gives me baths. He hides kupo nuts for me to find. Okay. I'm only going to do a couple more rounds of events because I know we got this whole ass timeline to present day, and I'm not going to sit here for the first 30 minutes of the stream going through their thought processes. To my brother is avenged. I must walk my own path. I couldn't save him. Formidable foe, my brother's killer. Please wake up. A master cannot hope for a finer hound. Did not know what to make of him. I don't know what to make of him. He seems capable, forced to be reckoned with, a gentle giant, a smith, and a typical one at that. Some manner of healer, a kindly old chronicler. Why? I don't understand. I prefer my heart not to be broken over and over and over and over again. All I want to do is help. Not a bad find. Had enough of me, have you? Another victim of the icons. The best and worst decision I ever made. We actually verbally said most of this stuff. My right hand. More than just a traitor. He does most of the heavy lifting around here. The finest hammer in the twins. Best healer on the side of the belt. The walking library. Never a dull day. I just read Sid's thoughts. Everything I just read, it was Sid. Never a dull day. He can never sit still. He may be a master craftsman, but he can't trade for toffee. Hearing thunder already outside. That's not part of the dialogue, but it's thundering outside. Not a penny wasted with that girl. A resident expert on everything. Trusty and dusty. The man who holds this place's purse strings. A shrewd business partner. He's got a belly like a behemoth's. Look what the cat dragged in. I just don't really care about all these other... Because, like, I only care about pivotal points, right? So there's only certain points, I think. I think this is fine, but I don't think I'm going to read everything until, like, when the place got attacked, the hideaway got attacked. So, home at last. I hope she's not angry with me. He's not scared of anything. I don't know how he keeps so calm. He's Nan's favorite. I hope we can be friends. I hope we get better soon. The best myth in the twins. She keeps us all fit and healthy. He's dead clever. Like, okay. If everyone leave me alone, I might get some work done. She's always on me to lay off the grog. He can't half talk for an old fellow. Stop staring at me, will you? She's got an eye for quality. Got his head in the clouds, that one. He works hard, I'll say that for him. He's always sniffing around my forge. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see bearers dead than kitted out properly. I don't know what that means. Taria. Every life is worth saving. His knowledge of folk medicine exceeds even my own. He'll drink himself to an early grave. He worries too much. If it weren't for her, we'd all starve. A man you can rely on. He'll work himself to death. He might be the halest or hallest of the lot of us. A lot of us. I won't let her die. An Imperial bearer who looks like he's seen a lot. These new visitors are most intriguing. A scholar of the healing arts. He conveys much meaning in few words. He's a quick learner. A discerning dam in every sense. A man whose name shall be written in legend. A man of simple action. A fine hound. A bearer, and judging by his scars, one has seen bitter battle. Okay. To Care Norbent. Like I said, I don't really care. Maybe I'll do this one because it's really short. Baron, judged by his scars. Fine hound, most perceptible soul. Oops. This is why I didn't want to do all this. Okay. I'll start from here. A right royal pain in the arse. I trust him with my life and do half the time. Well, my day's gone downhill fast. Seems to have taken to our new recruit. Who does he think he is? She's not one to mess with. And a beardy bastard. Gotcha. Where my master goes, I go. We make a strong pack. She must be very tired. He has a good nose. My friend and hunting partner. He smells like grapes. And he's adorable. Okay, so of course these two are always going to be linked for the most part. One is Clive, a formidable foe. Please wake up. Master cannot hope. Okay, so a lot of this is continuing, like repeating, because he said that before. Friend of Sid's. I don't know what to make of him. Some kind of associate of Sid's. Okay. I think that was it for the line, right? It was those four. I don't really care about Benedicta's opinion. Drives a hard bargain. Lists a bloody mess. He knows one end of a sword from the other. Okay, that repeats. Sad. Okay, that repeats. God knows like no other. Chains that bind you are of your own making. Interesting. Okay, so I think I don't really, like I said, I don't really I don't really care to do all this. Like, Garuda's Rage, okay. Super sad. Great. The only one I might look at is hers. Her thought process. I can't do this anymore. He'll abandon me like all the rest. He swore to protect me. Well, he died. Shit, he couldn't help that. Got, like, an axe to the face, I think. Or to the shoulder or something. Don't you dare pity me. Fucking dog. He took Garuda. Okay. That's it. Battle of Belenis Tor. We were not part of that, so... But he was. I will fight to the death. Father would expect no less. A bitter rival indeed. Forgive me my excesses. Okay. What does he think? I will found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. Rid me of these feeble-minded fools. I think that repeats. Your duty is fulfilled. That's crazy. The one that got away. You too shall play your part. Okay. Right, Belenis Tor, though, we had nothing to do with that, so skip. Salvation at Kingsfall. Yeah, so his thought process is still the same. I will fight to the death. Father would expect no less. Forgive me for a minute. Okay. Also, Clyde saved the harried scout from certain death. Oh. Well, I guess I'll just read his. Work is not done yet. I have to find him. I killed him. He saved my life. That repeats, and thank you. Okay. Torgal. Same shit. Need time for tears later. Just saved that lad's life. He was there. I saw him. Okay. May you find the peace this world denied you. That's a nice thing to say. Clive and Jill return to Rosaria to find his letter bearers. Okay, let's do this one. He was right there that night he spoke to me. That's what I was reading. It's over here. She's alive. Thank you. She saved Jill's life. He saved my life. A smile in a sea of scowls. He died because of me. What I did to you is unforgivable. Why would she do this? Yeah, those are facts, because, like, fuck that. I need to know the truth. Let's help these people. Okay, a lot of these is just the same shit that they basically said during the cutscenes. Anna Eastpool, onward to Oriflame. I have a new purpose now. We are the same mind. We're with you. Such a brave boy. A shrewd negotiator. Also, let's pay a visit to Mother. Our woman in Senbrak. Come on then. You coming too? I'm counting on you. So he was still thinking about Benedicta during that time. He was there. I saw him. Don't mind us, eh? She's stronger than I remember. That's new. Where does she keep all her flowers? Let's do Isabella's. What are friends for if not granting one another favors? You're always welcome at the Vale. Thank you for the flowers. You do know how to please me. Best of luck. I like this one. Were to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. Okay. I don't really have much more. Oh, this one. What the hell just happened? He was there. It wasn't an illusion. So the man I saw at Phoenix Gate was no man. Joshua saved us. You saw him, didn't you, boy? Damn it all. Never thought it would come to this. We are of the same mind. What is he? Such a brave boy. You can't die here. Yeah. I have to protect them all. He's fallen asleep! He saved us. We make such a strong pack. What's this? Leave my friends alone. Okay. What is Ultima thinking, actually? I'm kind of curious. Come to us, our vessel. Now we shall become one. Not but an inconvenience. Disobedient child. That's crazy. Okay. Sid the Second. God damn. Alright, I'm not reading all this shit. Because this is a lot. I think that's the end, too. Yep. Sid the Second. Alright. Still don't know who or what he really is. Couldn't do this without her. You pay for what you've done. This is a lot. Alright. Again, don't really care to know. I'll just recenter, zoom out, back.
One must understand
Situation map. Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main story. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. We ain't reading all this shit because what the fuck? Like, we know we've gone through all this. I mean, it's a good visual to understand, I guess, like how they did this, like where they were going and stuff, but like I'll look at this shit later.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I spent way too long on that. Literally spent the first 30 minutes on this shit. No thank you. I thought I was at the hideaway. Yeah, let's go to Martha's Rest, because what the fuck is going on?
What happened here?
Okay, I'm gonna sit back now.
Find the others.
Just getting comfortable. So, hi, Jew. Jesus. Okay, dog. Let's also save the game real fast. Man, all I did was a bunch of reading, but... Hello, Yeller. I wasn't yelling. I haven't yelled today.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind.
Why would I not? Martha's
Also thought you might
gone.
need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury.
Damn.
Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Know how many times I come
Judging
back
by
for
their
something,
tracks,
I
they
take
headed
you off
towards
mute in
Sorrow's
your
Bay.
mid-yell. I'm sorry.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But,
Just one
before
excited
you go,
moment.
one of the locals heard something.
Committed to our games, I
Said
am.
soldiers were talking about a culling.
I get fully
I don't know how big this
invested.
is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
It doesn't help that I'm an emotional person. Also, at least I get invested.
Cole is right. That was no
You take
talent
all the
it
feels I
was a
do.
message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
I don't think we need to talk to him because I think I already talked to Karen last stream. Ooh. Stone skin cuffs. Happy must wake up and wonder which personality he's saying good morning to. Not at all. That's wild. I could buy some elixirs, but I don't think I'm going to.
Take care out there, eh?
I'm only emotional when I'm awake. And only when I'm talking about something that I rather enjoy, I guess. I felt like the shopping system in this game was weak. I mean, honestly, I don't really know what to compare it to.
If those horses touch an arrow on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
That music was, y'all heard that music there for a second? That was weird. I don't like it. That means we're gonna see some crazy shit. Yeah, that was dope. Honestly, I can only imagine having more elements. Cause for real, if I get more elements, if Clive obtains more icon abilities and... Oh, I forgot! We gotta do our mandatory pets. I think I missed out on doing it a lot last stream. Good boy. Yeah, let's go.
Look,
We gotta find a mark.
up ahead.
Oh my god, are you okay? Whoever you are?
Martha.
Wait, Martha?
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened. What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
Black
The
Shields?
Black Shields? The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds.
Oh no.
Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to
Oh
get away.
no.
Then they may still be alive.
They're probably gonna be like those
Martha,
creature things, right?
do you
Like
think
if
you can
they
make it back to the
tap
inn?
into the aether?
Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Have you done any hunts yet? I have not. I didn't know that there were hunts
Black
to do
shields.
yet.
Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
I think you will just get to it now. First hunts in this area. Oh, okay. I mean, personally, I don't think I really care to do the hunts and shit. Just being transparent. You can get really good items. I mean, to forge better weapons. I mean, I'll consider it. I'd be lying if I said that I wouldn't be considering it. I just feel like with games like Final Fantasy, there's so much shit to do. And me personally, a lot of the times I don't have the patience. I'm like, just give me a good story. Also, let me save the game real quick before I go charging in here. Oh no!
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
There ain't gonna be nobody in there. Yeah.
No.
As soon as I saw the body outside.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
I know you ain't fucking talking.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Yeah, but dying isn't. Oh shit.
And for their
They are wearing
crimes
black
shall they
armor.
be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On
I hate that
these
their
our
outfits look
swords we
cool.
swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive,
This won't take long.
No, you're not supposed to call him Clive. You're supposed to call him Sid. Someone's telling me I should have saved that.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm not gonna lie, the quest complete screen is kind of jarring to me, just a little bit. Residual wind ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form. Why does this always says the same thing? Reduces gouge cooldown time by 2.0 seconds.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
He's probably not. He's probably not. Not gonna lie. Yep.
Found her.
The abbot.
Yeah, I figured they'd murder him as well.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Yeah, I can tell by the pile of... Well...
Clive. He's breathing.
Oh, he's breathing? What? Oh, this one's
We're
breathing.
friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are.
They are.
Every last one.
If only that were true.
Those are facts.
The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her.
I've been saying this from the jump.
Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
He's probably not gonna make it. I'm not gonna lie.
Clive.
Yeah, he's gone, dude. Damn.
He's gone.
They are. Every last one. 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 Every l
hate that the bears get the short end of the stick in this game.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bears... they didn't need to die like this.
Can't
No,
even
they
die
didn't.
properly.
But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
Does that mean they're
gathered the
coming
bearers'
to the...
remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Damn. Why are we always separating from Jill, bro? I like a party of 3. Party 2 is just weird. I was gonna say, Troll is with me, right? Oh, man. Perform the casting and return to Martha's Rest. Am I going the right way? I mean, it says it's that way, but... do I have to take the path back? I do, okay. My bad, y'all. Let's take the long way back, then. Oh, I'm not going the right way now. This is the right way now. I just want to make sure I'm on a... ooh. Have I fought one of those already? What the fuck is that? Okay, I'm glad the game stopped me. What the fuck? Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what this is. Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. I mean, that shit is on my level, so that actually makes it pretty scary. Oh no, not Doom. Fuck. Move, Clive! God damn, bro! Had to save your ass there, because you weren't moving. Also, sorry, Jew. I know you're always saying that I'm yelling. Enemy just be pissing. Oh, not the enemy sometimes. It's actually like Clive sometimes. Because he just don't be fucking moving, bro. Just like, move. Yeah, I think we'll transform for this. This is insane. Do I like the combat system? I do. I just don't like all this light, like all this color and shit. Like a lot of times it actually bothers my eyes a bit. God. Will you just fucking die, bro? Like, Clive, I can't fucking see, man. Oh my god. Woo! And that's the first hunt you're fighting. Yeah.
You didn't see that coming.
Jesus. I'm just I'm just living my life, like heading to the quest area, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh yeah, this is your first mark, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That must be the bridge.
Alright, I feel like the game's gonna just take control if I don't, once I get into the right area, and so, oh, never mind. I guess I had to get closer. And I did that for 2 briar clam shells. What the fuck? Alright.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd
go
have just
back.
left their bodies out there.
Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just... Actually, Martha's Rest is not all that... It's not that far. We'll take the long way back just to get some experience. A little bit of fighting on the way back. Because it never hurts to get some experience in RPGs, especially. I thought I'd get some experience. I figured there'd be at least one group of creatures on the way back. Really? We got nothing? It's weird.
What in the world is going on?
What in the world's going on? I don't know.
No one survived then.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
Why do you say that?
You couldn't have known.
Yeah.
I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can't.
Y'all need to get out of here and go to the hideaway.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I'm glad Martha's alive. I was really worried yesterday that she wouldn't have been.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
Okay. So there's a quest nearby?
Try not to move.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now,
Thank you.
Question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Oh, hell yeah.
You heard me right. Wild birds?
You had one, bro.
The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads.
Are we talking about his chocobo?
Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back. Looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
Okay.
I'm sure I will.
I'm telling you, I feel like it's going to be his bird.
And give those no-good bastards
I
a
think.
hiding from me.
Alright, we'll do that quest first before heading back to the hideaway. Because why not save some chocobos? Am I right? Oh, is that them down there?
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
It's probably going to be your chocobo, my dude. Oh no.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find them as quickly as possible. Yes, I'm saying fuck the EXP.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Whoa. Oh, there they are. Barks. Oh, that's probably Torgo. I'm stupid. Is that Ambrosia? He has a missing eye, probably.
You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Damn right. Get your ass over here.
And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Alright, I gotta take that fucker with the staff out
But don't
first.
say I didn't warn you.
You. enemies approaching. I don't know why the camera won't like turn. I hate the camera doesn't like turn around with me. Sometimes I need to be able to see. Still building, it was weird. Actually, now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. The playstyle just a little smidgen, because he's just like all over the place. Maybe the chocobos can lead me to Ambrosia? Is Ambrosia dead? Because, like, you know what? Don't answer that.
You're safe now.
Ambrosia?
White heart, I presume.
The eye's missing, right? Is that not Ambrosia?
Do you know her, boy? That scar.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's Ambrosia, bro.
Ambrosia. It is you.
I can't believe she's survived in all these years.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oh.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. A bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well...
Damn, I don't know.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
Oh, they sound like cats, though. I'm not gonna lie.
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Good.
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Excuse me, y'all. Oh, she's got a little eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Not a damn thing.
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Dude,
Must have been my double.
he's wearing the same.
Been, eh?
He's wearing the same clothes.
That'll be the excitement getting to me, silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
So crazy how differently they're treating him now that he doesn't have the scar on his face any like the brand isn't mark anymore.
I'll call you when I need you.
Oh, they're so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda don't really like the way these chocobo look. Like, they look drastically different than the ones in Final Fantasy VII, I would say. Ambrosia's Tack, a bespoke saddle and binders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay. Chocobo unlocked. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo. I guess they want me to try that out, 'cause why not? That's so cute! That's so cute!
Fly, Ambrosia.
I just want to head back. That's so cool. I wonder if this is going to be everywhere or just this area that we can call her.
I can walk from here.
Oh damn, it's literally just like 7. Like once you get to a certain part, you have to get off. That's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, that's annoying AF.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison.
Okay, return to the hideaway, so that's what we'll do next. But first, let's check out the abilities. Holy crap, I have over 2,000. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want that one. Pile drive. I don't know if that one's equipped though. I don't even have this one yet. Rook's Gambit. I should just go ahead and get this, because I've been wanting to get it since the beginning of the game. I can't decide between the Flames of Rebirth or Judgment Bolt. Because if it's Judgment Bolt that I end up getting, I'm going to have to wait to get at least 400 more ability points. But if not, then Flames of Rebirth? I mean, the fire one is always fun. Let's see what the game says for recommended. 6 new abilities sets. Hold on, y'all. Getting a phone call. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. I ended up getting a phone call. Alright, let's see what the game's equipped. Alright, Phoenix Shift is always on. Rising Flames. Flames of Rebirth, thank you, because that's what I wanted. Blind Justice, which I actually don't use a lot. Lightning Rod, which is also what I wanted on. And Pile Drive, oh, great. Deadly Embrace. Gouge. And Wicked Wheel. So these, I think, stay the same. Okay. I'm okay with that. But, I've not been using the Lionheart tonics. Alright, let's head back to the hideaway.
Where's Gav?
Not far, it seems.
I hear there's trouble in this area. But none of the curse breakers are returned.
Clive!
Everyone keeps missing an eyebrow.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Mm-hmm.
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle.
Oh.
Byron Rossfield.
Oh.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rossfield. And
Oh, he's just like in Heathcliff.
Of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Otto's counter is now open. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant Reports, The Patron's Whisper, The Hunt Board. All three are located near Otto in the mess. Renown. Completing side quests available through Alliant Reports or defeating notorious marks found on the Hunt Board will earn Clive Renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. This is starting to be a lot. Just saying, y'all. This is a lot of
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Okay, so basically... Okay, it's Karen.
You think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
They're so cute. Sorry, I was just looking. I don't think they'd have anything new. Doesn't hurt to look, but... I wonder why I can't go in there yet. Let's go to the orchestrion. And y'all probably like, why aren't you just going straight to the board and yada yada yada? Because I gotta update Hippocrates.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Probably wouldn't be a whole lot. Yeah.
You wish to study the tomes?
The Crystalline Impasse. Conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sandbrak and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Balastaean nations, but in 873 the Empire claimed Twinside for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dalmeks into military action. Black Shields. An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as Vicereine of the newly established imperial province of Rosaria. They are tasked with purging the impurities, heavy quotations, from the province, which in practice primarily involves slaying bearers upon the slightest pretexts. Annabella, fuck her. Cursebreakers, a unit drawn from those of fighting age and martial training among the residents of the Hideaway, who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery. Beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in Sid's Hideaway, who chose to rid themselves of their bearer brands that they might serve the cause out in the field, the Order has greatly expanded both its ranks and its operations since the move to Benamir, all under Otto's watchful eye. Joshua, sorry. Gav, I'm not really gonna read anything about the people that we already know about. Cole, second in command of the Cursebreakers, who assists with the coordination of their troops' bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain Doris, formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic, before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arms. Attendant to Joshua. Can he say her name? Damn. Companion and protector of Joshua Rossfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Jote, but it's unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. Byron Rosefield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and warden of Portside Isold? I don't know. A thriving trading port in the south of Rosaria, Byron inherited a small fortune from his noble family, which he built into a large one by virtue of his mercantile wiles and adventurous spirit. There's not a trading house nor a tap house in Valisthea, and beyond that, does not have a tale to tell of Lord Byron Rosefield. So he's not all that famous? Lay of the land. The 7 high houses. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rosefield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reins. I can't wait till she gets hers, for real. A port city situated on the southern west coast of Imperial Province of Rosaria, only Rosalith rivals for size, and in the glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valisthea. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sandbreque occupation has seen everything, from marketplaces to military institutions, subverted to the will of the Empire. Okay. Drake's Fang. One of Valisthea's 5 remaining mother crystals located in the Dalmekian Republic. Unlike its sisters, who jut from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain, its citrine fingers reaching inward to the barrel's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dalmeks with substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Interesante. Drake's spine, a mother crystal situated in Stonehenge, the capital kingdom of Waloed. Its sheer walls, strikingly similar to the towering cliffs that line the coasts of Ash. The interior can only be gained by means of a solitary stone span that stretches from the heart of the city proper. Being the last remaining mother crystal on Ash, the crystals harvested from its surface are a vital lifeline for the Waloed people. But even their number is far from enough to sate the kingdom's appetite, thus forcing her king to seek sources elsewhere. I don't know why. I was going to say somewhere else. It's like my brain's trying to translate it to something else. Drake's Tail, a mother crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion. It is one of only 5 remaining in Valisthea and is the largest of its kind. Silhouetted by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tail is truly a wonder to behold. Northern Territories, a bitterly cold corner of the storm's most northerly reaches, the loose collection of nations that sprang up around the region's erstwhile mother crystal, Drake's Eye, were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rosefield of Rosaria in the year 854. However, in the years following Rosaria's annexation by the Empire, a combination of both the Blight's inexorable advance and Sambrecht's lack of interest in the territories has only worked to quicken the area's destabilization. Interesting. Mysteries of the Realm. The Cullings. After being made viceroy of the newly annexed Rosarian territory, the Empress Annabella quietly established a host of loyal imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of the peace, their true purpose is to carry out what has come to be known as the Cullings, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers, and those who show them sympathy. The killing is swift and indiscriminate, with the shields dispatched serving as judge, jury, and executioner, and the chaos left in their wake is usually enough to deliver entire settlements to ruin. Ugh. Missives. The second simplest method of long-distance communication used in Valisthea, after whispering one's message to a traveling trader and trusting in the strength of their memory. The letters are more prone to interception than stoluses. They have the advantage that they can be sent to those one does not know. Their major disadvantage, the majority of the common folk of the twins can neither read nor write. Oh, God. Limiting their exchange to those of a certain level of education. Efforts are underway to offer such an education to the bearers of the hideaway, and many are already more confident readers and writers than their former masters. And, of course, the bestiary. Ahriman? I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but it's fine. With their single unblinking eye, these winged horrors ever scan the horizon, seeking their next victims, using their singular ability to bend the very air around themselves and leap across great distances to take prey unawares. Those few who manage to survive this preliminary assault, however, are soon faced with a second horror, a crippling curse whispered from the lips of an abyssal maw, leaving them with but moments to lament their fates.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Okay, so we'll go do the other stuff. We'll go see Otto. Alright, what is new here? Probably the... Nope. Still nothing new. Probably just Ambrosia. Nah. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna go see Otto now. Okay, so the game is saying there's a lot of things to look at. Alright, Viv.
My favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. Here's the latest information I have.
I mean, what more do I need to fucking know? Main protagonists. Literally this group. Imperial province of Rosaria. Everyone's dead. Nah, these two are dead too, right? They have to be because they got burned up. I thought. No, they got killed. Yeah. Alliance, Victor, Martha, Isabel, Quentin, Clive's Hideaway. We already saw all these people. Domician, Public Kingdom of Elude, Holy Empire of Sanbreck. Is she not part of Dalmekia? The medicine girl? I guess she's gonna play a part later. Oh, sorry, I said I wasn't gonna read that. I just don't like the dots over everything. Clive, there you go, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that. I knew all of that already. That's why I need your help, because I need not to remind you. Mightiest of all Mughals, something force can measure up to. Alright, whatever, so I need to slay them all.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
I think he is going to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. Here can I... If anything you need to know, I'm your Moogle. Okay. You see that the curse breakers give every billet of a rank of riskiness, Kupo. From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. But I'm sure you'll be fine, Kupo. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. It's precisely what you see before you, Kupo. The curse breakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Kupo, and post the billets here, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kupo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been. These wings, they look like the sword that might carry Moogle across countless leagues of open sea. Call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid. Okay, we'll just look at the hunt board. I've taken out 2. The hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. Okay. Can I get... Did I get a reward for that already? The Angel of Death. A traitor comes by the way of Caer Norvent, met with a troop of cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their paths, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. That's so scary. Belphegor. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size, making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpole. All efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire. It is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenches of nearby villages. I don't really like the sound of this one. I'm not gonna fucking lie to y'all. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper?
Yeah, so what is this?
Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Ask about her first.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisperer, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still,
I like to think Jara would be proud of me, too, were he with us today.
words are immortal.
Words are immortal. They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara in our last lesson before Titan came. It's stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us, even though they're gone. Okay, well, let's
Is
do the
everything
Patron's
we've
Whisper.
received and everything promised?
Completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Okay. That's great. Talk of the Tea House. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We've gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Our order of respect. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. Interesting. So I just claim these, I guess?
Here you are. You earned this.
That's nice.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Okay. And what do you do again?
How are you doing? Oh, same old.
Well, same old, innit? Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest. So, if you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So much has happened since that night. It feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth! Oh my god, Kenneth! Martel, they're still with us in our hearts. Instead, when I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
But he's still with us too. With us and in you. He took his name and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid. Alright, let's view the reports. Oh. There are none.
Always something in there.
Let's talk to Nectar real quick. I mean, I asked about the hunts, but like... Curseburgers don't just tack up any old rumor to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail. So don't you go letting all their hard work go to waste. Don't you let me, I mean, them, down. But this requires me to, like, go back and do fighting. And... Alright, so this is around Kaer Norben, and this one is around Eastpool. So it's weird that you can't, like, accept things. Like, you have to just, read them and, I guess, recall that they exist. Journey to Hawk's Cry Cliff. Okay. Okay, well the story is saying, well, you have to go there anyway, so too bad.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Uh-oh.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Why do I feel like Jill is gonna die, bro?
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
This is totally random. I don't know why I'm thinking of eating grilled cheese.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay, well, I'm gonna save it real quick. Also, where am I in terms of EXP? Oh, super close. Why not? Okay, I might take off some of these, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called, like, the Ring of Timely something. Maybe Execution. I don't know. But I'm starting to not really like it as much because, like, it's just a lot of mindless gameplay. If that makes any sense to me. It feels mindless. And a lot of the times I'm just like, what the hell is that? I guess that was a lightning bolt or something that I conjured. 11 volts, as they call them. Make for amber. Okay. This looks like a horrible... let me also look. The Ring of Timely Strikes. I'm kinda weary about whether or not I want to keep that on.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Speak with several of the villagers. I'll speak to the merchant in a minute.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire
Hopefully
wants,
Joshua.
the Empire gets.
Oh, it's probably his uncle.
They just...
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
I didn't know that was there. I just went to go look in. Mayor's wife.
My husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Same dog model. Damn, just can't really talk to nobody in this bitch.
Come along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
I just realized my blanket's been on. My top blanket's been on backwards. But that's fine, because I didn't want to be, like, too hot anyway. Alright. Did I talk to her?
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna ask my husband to make something. Okay. Trying to make sure I have some food when I get off stream.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Oh. Hello,
I
Mayor.
speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
Well.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Yeah.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
That's the question.
Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I mean, is this at least leading to the right fucking way? Okay, it is.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Listen, let's just hope that it's good things. Ooh, what the fuck is that? What in the expedition?
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Why is the path split here? I don't like that the path splits. I mean, it all leads to the same place, but more enemies. Where are we? We are trying to head to Port Isol to meet Byron Rosefield. Also, hi Mako. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Is it lit up? I got an email or something. Oop! I think I was supposed to...
More of my mother's men.
I don't know. Oh, he's cool. Yeah, I haven't met him yet. I love that. Oh my god, I love that move. I realize I need to start actually using the shot lock more. I'm gonna call it a shot lock, even though that's not what it's called. But it might as well be what it's called, to be frank. I call it that too. I mean, that might as well be what it's called. Looks like the flower enemies here. Yep. Love that. But there were enemies like right behind us. See? Oh shit. Bombs. Actually kind of stupid. I don't know why I did that. So cool, I can actually kill the bombs now. Before they just up and explode. Alright, and now this one. What is this? What the hell? That was weird. I don't think I've seen a chest like that in the game so far. Am I going the right way? I'm going backwards. Oopsies. Not end up going backwards. Turn this way. Yep. Just making sure I'm heading the right way, y'all. Sorry. Now I keep pulling up the main menu a lot. Fallen Hunter. Hello? Damn, Clive, why your voice sound like that though? Just saying. I know I turned back because I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything that I was missing. This way. And then to the left. We're gonna travel a lot by foot unless we're doing like a side quest or something. Oh shit.
Nice try.
Assholes. Shared her live to a bunch of Discord servers. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Ju. I mean, I'm not really one for advertising to my streams. What the? Bro! I just went for the item! And now this game's gonna start giving me mini heart attacks. Oh my god. Golly. That scared the shit out of me. Oh no! What is going on?
And still wet.
Shit. Let me take this blanket off.
You were told to stay in your homes.
What the fuck did y'all do? Why are y'all just... Oh my god.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yep.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
It doesn't
Dwell
matter.
in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
That's so fucking annoying.
I'll show you a true shield to Rosaria.
My bad, y'all. I had to transform for this one. Ooh, that's so cool to me. I don't know. I'm a sucker for combos. Why does Clive sound like that?
tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message.
Hmm?
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Hmm?
They await you in Oldhill.
Hmm?
Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Tired of picking up these clamshells. My god. I'm so tired of people dying. No, that's not a good sign.
Death.
Oh, God.
Found her.
Oh my god. Clive, chill. Why is he upside down?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave
So fucking upsetting.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Is it wrong if I'm looking for loot, though? Hmm? Demon Tamer stash. What the hell is that? While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to hell whence it came, until such a time as it is resummoned to inhabit a new host. Taming a demon is a much more effective means of dampening its evil influence on the corporeal plane, by luring and trapping the undying spirit of Hellspawn into accoutrements worn on one's person. One might also harness their power and channel a portion of it as one's own. I mean, that sounds crazy, but let's equip it. That sounds crazy in and of itself, but yeah, let's equip it. First piece of armor I think I've had in a while. I don't think I've discovered another one since yesterday's stream. Oh, God. Okay, that's an actual scarecrow. But that looked like Vivi for some reason. I've not played that game, but... Oh, God. There's gonna be dead people everywhere. Can't tell if that was, just bodies everywhere. Bridge that's not down. Oh, God. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I hate the fact that crows are freaking scavengers. I understand that every animal has a purpose in life, but... Fuck. I'm just looking around, y'all. I know. Probably not a good thing, per se, to go looking around for loot, but I really just, I hate to miss anything. Be glad that they're not attacking. Are you ready for your first game debut, Mako? Gold, what are you talking about? Oh, either, but just everywhere. Also, Mako, do you mind, shouting out Gold and Jew and yourself and, I think Angel Rose was here before? God damn, I hate the Empire, man. I really do.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Rosalith. I've been mispronouncing these names the whole damn time. Which is worse, Final Fantasy 16 Empire or the Star Wars Empire? If we're talking about the Empire, also spoiler alert for anyone who has not seen the original trilogy for Star Wars. If we're talking about the, or even the second set, the prequel movies, if we're talking about the Empire, that's hard because...
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Because the, hold on, let me read this. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I would probably say...
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
I'd probably say, Star Wars. I'd say Star Wars because Star Wars took out... Literally... They took out everybody, not only who was a Jedi, but also who was Force sensitive. And they recruited...
No succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
They even went as far as to recruiting some of the Force sensitive or younglings and turning them to the dark side and all that. So
In the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive.
would that be the prequel Empire? Well, I could ignore my comment. I mean, the prequel Empire and the Empire that was in the original trilogy did the same thing. So it's like, it just depends on when it was done. So it was done in the third movie, Revenge of the Sith, and then continued on for like an additional fucking 20 years. Or so. The branded are... The bears are force sensitive in a sense. I would say not, because... I understand the analogy, but it's kind of different, right? Because you could kind of think of the Force as like magic, but at the same time it kind of isn't. Not a fan of 16. Love the story, but that was it. Yeah, I feel. I personally don't really have much of an issue with 16. I just don't really, a part of me is just really not understanding, like, this is, let me make sure I'm going the right way. So this is, a story where the people who have the ability to use magic, they are mistreated, so much so, in fact, so much so that they're literally worked to death and they're not seen as humans, like basically playthings or replaceable and whatnot. And to me, in comparisons to Star Wars, I would say...
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Oh, God. Also... Hi, Vanguard Omar. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Say, just put that in there. Golly. Oh yeah, I'm talking about Clive. I couldn't even see what the fuck was going on. But that's what I'm saying, it's like this game, I know I'm jumping subjects, but I wanted to address your comment about not really caring for the game. I personally, I think it's an interesting concept, but for me, I don't have like ADD or anything like that, but like my mind can't fully focus on fighting when these fights happen, because it's just so much fucking colors and shit going on, and my mind is like, too much, it's too much. It's too much. So yeah, a lot of the times I'm just like...
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Okay, so that's not the main gate. Kinda figured. Guys, if you've never met Omar, please give a follow. He's a great content streamer as well. Fun to be in his streams. I mean... I was already going to. Heh. Just make sure that I do it before the stream ends. There you go. There's follow. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who shows up. Because, it gets lonely here sometimes.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Alright, let me go look at the coast here. Oh, are there more enemies? No? Oh, just a pile of grass or something. Of course. Ooh. Yes. 2 new followers, I know, right? Save it real quick. And I just want to say as well, reiterate that this is my first time playing this game. I have not seen any spoilers. I have avoided them successfully for 2 years. So, yeah. Well, you're playing Liza P. I heard that game is great. I'm not saying anything about the game. Man, that's crazy!
Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand!
Can I increase the game volume?
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
I don't think so. I'll have to check the main menu.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built.
Oh,
so that they
God.
could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Yeah, I love the love for Final Fantasy, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I know I'm cutting right through their dialogue, but Gold is asking about the audio. Let's turn the master volume up. I mean, I'll turn it up to 90. See if that's sufficient. I wish I could get the... You said 80's good, but it was on 80. You said 80's good, but it was on 80 gold. Subtitle size. I don't really need the subtitles. Yeah, I originally had the volume. I actually had the volume when I first started. It was like 50 or 60. And I've gone up pretty much every other stream. And it was already at 80. So that's why I was like, I mean, I'll turn it up. Because see, the voice, everything else is at max. I don't need the controller audio because I'll never need that, I'll be honest with you. Controller layout. I wish I could change like the oh shit. Did I not realize I had these? What the fuck? think it was radiant blade of gold and turquoise in one's hand. Hands invokes strange yet familiar images. 4 homespun youths on a journey to quench the coming darkness. Brave blade. Taking out the scarlet steel in one's hands invokes strange yet familiar images. Unwavering courage in the face of peril. Reaching from beyond reality. Hell yeah, I'm claiming both these things. I didn't even know I had these. What the fuck? I haven't played the game this long. Let me turn this motion blur down. Like I said, I just be struggling, y'all. Okay. Now let's go back to system. Save again.
News is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Eliza P. or Final Fantasy or both. Green, I like them both as well. The Final Fantasy franchise. But yeah, Gold, the volume was originally at 80. So the fact that you were like, can you turn up the gameplay volume a little bit? Yeah. It was at 80, but I'll turn it up to 90. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Am I accidentally going the right way? Damn, I feel like I'm going the right way. Chest. I'm not going the right way. That's good. Sorry, I didn't want to. Oh, everything's locked.
Not abandoned then.
Who's this guy? Sorry, but y'all, that sword looks really dull. Not gonna lie. Oh, time to beat some ass now. Or not. I know, y'all probably like, that's unnecessary. Yeah, it is, but I've gone way too long without using the limit break. So, Omar, what is your opinion about the combat? Because Jew strongly dislikes the combat for Final Fantasy XVI.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
It's the guy! It's the damn, I forgot his name. Sir whatever.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed.
Oh my
You have
god!
naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is.
Oh my god, I thought he died that night. It is. Sir Wade, yeah, Wade. I can't remember. I almost said Tyler, but I knew that wasn't the right name. Wait, holy crap, bro. How?
We can speak inside.
Combat is a bit flowy in my opinion, but it's not bad. I just think it's new. And people are a bit against new. That's fair. I've never
Those
played
who wouldn't bend the knee.
DMC.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
No, we should be the ones going, not y'all. Oh, but we gotta sneak in. Never mind.
If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
Oh boy.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I'm kind of weary of anyone traveling with us, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I'm telling you, I've not played this game before, but yet somehow I always get the instinct that a chest is like somehow nearby. And I'm right.
What is it you require?
Ooh. Demon Tamer's Arm Guards. It's difficult for a demon to find a willing vessel, so while the hells are cluttered with bodiless aberrations clawing to escape, rarely do they ever succeed. However, those that do exhibit inhuman strength and malice, and can wreak havoc upon the corporeal world. Thus, efforts are made to trap and tame the fallen souls that they might not torment the living. Hell yeah, we're gonna get that, and it's cheap.
As you wish, my lord.
Yes. Crimson tassels. Crimson is color of the blood that feeds my rage. Increase limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. I think I have something like that already. Despite Desert Rose, despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dhalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck. Say all that, just do that. Okay. Let's do that.
Will that be all?
And then let's get this.
Of course, my lord.
And this.
As you wish, my lord.
And then, I think I will probably spend the 20 to get the elixirs.
Of course, my lord.
At least one. Maybe? I don't know.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
That's why I did not see his
tend
full
to your needs,
stuff.
my lord.
Oh yeah, I did.
It has been an honor.
Yep. Items. I wish I could use the back button, like the left directional button, but can't. So I have to decide between stone skin. I mean, stone skin's been coming in clutch for me in fights. But maybe I do need to switch either a potion out or I don't know. I'll add it to here and then I'll add high potion up here. Maybe. Stone skin tonic. I haven't used the strength one at all, but I feel like I really like the stone skin one. I'm not gonna lie. We'll keep everything as is for now. And if I feel like it needs changing, then I'll change it. Okay. And do I need to upgrade anything? Lightning rod. I can upgrade a couple of things. Upgrade. Let's do pile drive. Is that what's equipped on? Damn it. Is that what's equipped right now? Lightning rod. Yeah, let's upgrade. Oh. I don't have enough. Oops. Okay, well, let's go talk. Hi, Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Wait. 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 That makes me kind of sad. Also, I'd never change the sword. I can't because they're too weak now. Damn. Hopefully Torgal comes with us.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Oh, how do I was going through to try to see if there was a way to, like, see who's in the party right now. But there isn't. So...
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Alright, well, let's just go. Kick ass and take names. Excuse me, Chocobo.
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky, I think.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's go. LFG. My stomach is grumbling.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us...
Yep.
...that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Okay, so he just said Rosaria, and then he said Rosaria, so I'm confused on...
On these our swords we swear!
what the pronunciation actually is. For Rosaria! For Rosaria!
Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to find that battle for them.
Over here!
More dragons.
Golly!
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Golly, they be in my ass. Hold on now. Wait, my health is going down really quick.
Get him!
A noble stand. albeit
16 didn't have to be M-rated. Literally the exact same story could be told without F-bombs and nudity.
you
Same
have but
place.
proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Ooh. This is gonna be fun. Ow. Maybe I'll order some food after the stream. I ate lunch, but it was very, very small. God, I love that attack.
So wait! Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
Yeah, I know.
Finish him.
Ow, game. Same combos with some of those attacks makes me definitely cry. I just have the ring on and it just kind of lets me just press the square button without having to really do anything. It was a bonus for playing the demo, apparently.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, He plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Oh shit, I didn't realize it was after 4.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Better not be done. I hardly heard you yelling today.
To rob him.
It's wild.
He means to string us up himself.
Think he might be coming down with something. Yeah, it's called hunger. Damn, is that Uncle?
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
That was not the voice I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
You are not about to fight here in this fucking room. Get out of here, sir. Oh, I guess they are.
You would mock me as well.
I was gonna say!
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Here we go. Aww.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Aww.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy.
God damn, I'm tired of my eyes welling up with tears every fucking stream.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Okay, but even they're about to eat. Come on.
Come on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Thank you for not showing me the food.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
I mean, there was a monster the whole damn time. Y'all just didn't see it.
Better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
Damn.
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Okay, this is Final Fantasy XII music.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall
Yeah, I'll
we
be looking.
pillage
Okay,
first?
no worries.
Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
I'll probably be getting off soon
This will
anyway.
be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. had become a monster.
Jill.
I know, it's making me so sad.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Why do I feel like... I still feel like she's gonna die, man.
To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Oh my god, his eyes are blue? Am I high?
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Girl, I don't know.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I'll address the comments in a second. Well, in a minute, after the cutscenes end. Also, girl, what? Hold on. To no stream for more 60+ hours. Psych. She served to protect the kids. Yes. It was her duty. No, it makes me sad, but like, I was not, my eyes didn't even well up with tears for, Jill's scene just then. But it just makes me sad that, like, these people have to go through a lot. How come you didn't cry for Aerith? Because timey-wimey bullshit. Yeah. Timey-wimey bullshit. And, I don't care too much. I don't know, it's like... Y'all were all, like, saying, oh, you're gonna boohoo cry and, like, make sure your tissue box is ready and this and that. It's like... To me... I can't really compare the two scenes, but I definitely was crying at the beginning of this game than I did for Aerith's scene in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't know. Just saying, I find the beginning of this game to be more emotional than that scene, but that's just me. Yes, girl, Clive's eyes are blue. So it makes him more acceptable to me, I think. Girl, what? What do you mean more acceptable? What the hell does that even mean? So his eyes are blue, so he's more acceptable? Whatever. Go thirsting, don't read. I feel that. But yeah, I wasn't thirsting over Clive. I was just like... I don't know why, I noticed his eyes were blue at the beginning, I think. The beginning of the game. But that scene in particular, like, it must have been like the water bouncing off plus the light reflecting on the water and getting into his eyes or whatever. Just the coloring of the scene made me notice his eyes more, just all of a sudden. And, yeah. I'll get this started, but I can't say about here, so. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, we ain't gonna do all this shit today. We're gonna resume all this another time. Oops. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking time to watch my streams. If you missed any of this particular playthrough, the previous videos are located here on Twitch. And if you're watching this on YouTube, they're on YouTube. I will be resuming this game. I know I said Saturday, but things might play out in a way that I might be able to actually stream this on Friday in addition to Saturday. So y'all might actually end up getting 4 streams this week. I'm not sure. I'll keep y'all posted. But anywho, the video will be up on YouTube. It's 4:36 right now. I want to say by 7 or 8 o'clock. So definitely in a few hours. Anywho, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever. And at earliest, I'll probably see y'all is on Friday. No promises, but if you see a notification pop up on Friday, that means I'm streaming on the Friday. Yeah, if not, I'll see y'all on Saturday. Young.